This time me and Unit 13 are giving away 2 brand new Tokyo Marui pistols. Check out the description on how to enter the giveaway. Alright, let's have a look at the choices for my gear. I've spent a lot of time on choosing my gear and I'm really happy with what I currently have, but it's something that can always be improved and will change depending on the circumstances. I have a complete list of all the gear I'm using in the description, but let's start with the most important part, my rifle. I use a Novrich SSG-24 completely stock. It's a great, sturdy and reliable rifle, capable of accuracy well beyond 90 meters on 500 FPS. If mine breaks, I will definitely get another one. The scope I'm using is a Swiss Arms 4x40 scope because it is simple and uses high quality glass to give a nice clear picture while looking through it. It also has a sun protector tube because it looks cool. On the scope I have my scope camera made by Brain Exploder. It's attached to my scope via a small Picatinny rail and it's super simple to use and gives amazing quality footage. Along with the camera you get this cool app that you can use on your phone so you can sight it in perfectly and make sure it's pointing at the same thing that your scope is pointing at. You can even give your phone to a friend of yours who can basically control the recording and watch your camera at all times. Check out the complete gear list in the description because you can now get a free silo patch along with your camera if you want one of these. On the front I use a Mobius action cam powered by a power bank that's sitting on a homemade aluminum mount as my selfie cam. On the back of the rifle I use a buttstock pouch where I keep my sniper magazines. It's super quick when you're reloading and keeps the magazines nice and clean, which is perfect for sniper magazines because any bit of dirt on your BBs can really mess up your shots and also your rifle. The pistol I'm using is a Tokyo Marui 4.3 High Kappa Extreme. It's very reliable and has a ridiculous rate of fire, which scares the crap out of other players. The pistol is sitting in my Krytac polymer holster that holds it in place until I push the release button. Next up is the ghillie suit. I don't use it that often because I think it slows me down and it gets stuck on everything. It can also be extremely hot in the summer times. Nevertheless, it does look really cool, and the nice thing about this one is that everything sticks to it pretty well, meaning that you can cover yourself with whatever is around you and blend in pretty nicely. To make it a bit more usable, I've cut off the lower section so I can actually access my gear, and I've also separated the chest piece and the head piece for better maneuverability. On my head I wear a boonie hat where I've cut off the front part so it doesn't cover up my scope when I'm really low to the ground. I use a GoPro Hero 4 as my head cam that's powered by an external power bank that's taped to the back of my head. A cool looking face mask with soft pads on the sides for maximum comfort when aiming. And for my eye protection I use these Unit 13 glasses since they sit a little bit away from my face, making it almost impossible to fog up, which is a really common problem. To protect my hands I'm using these armored claw gloves where I cut off the tips so it still gives me plenty of feeling when reaching for my gear. My carrying system is like a homemade Frankenstein build made out of a camel bag sewn onto my condor harness and carrying belt. It's nice and comfortable and is pretty much unnoticeable when I'm playing, and it holds a couple of liters of water. The drinking tube is tucked away below this piece of elastic band on the harness. On the left side I use these pistol mag pouches that cover up the mags almost entirely since I crawl through the dirt quite often and you really don't want any dirt to get into your mags, because it can cause jams and a lot of other problems. On the back you'll find a dump pouch with 2 speed loaders, one filled with .45 Jeff sniper BBs and the other one filled with .3 pistol BBs, which will last me a couple of games. Next to that you'll find my radio. It's a Baofeng radio that I mainly use to communicate with my squad members or coordinate with another sniper player. And lastly, I use some sturdy outdoor shoes with good ankle protection because twisting your ankle is the most common injury when playing the sport. I will do my best to answer all the questions about the gear in the comment section below, and good luck in the giveaway guys. I hope to see you in the next one.